Hello guys, let's get into today's analysis. GT versus MI. So Hardik's GT versus Rohit's MI. Defending champion versus 5 times champions. Potentially the next best or the future most successful IPL captain versus the most IPL successful captain till date. So it is going to be a mouth-watering clash. It is a clash which is very important for MI more than GT because as it stands, GT are I think fourth on the table. But for MI, with a win, they could go fifth or sixth on the table. I heard that, or I read on social media that if they win by 30 runs, they could even go fourth on the table with a win. So that's how important this match is for them. Doesn't mean it's not important for GT. It is equally important for GT because if they lose, then they join the rat race of the likes of RCB, MI, LSG, RR, who are all on same number of points with the same number of games played. But if they win today, they join CSK with 10 points, who is the only team on 10 points currently, and they will be the second team to get 10 points. So crucial game for both teams. So we go to Ahmedabad for this game. So how is this going to play out? Ahmedabad has been a pitch where the chasing team has won. It's as simple as that. Any captain that wins the toss will choose to chase. So and it has been a pretty high scoring encounter. All the 3 games that have been played there has seen more than 170 runs being scored by the team batting first, and the team that has batted second has obviously chased in all 3 occasions. So I'm expecting another high scoring encounter. There is not expected to be much dew today based on what I've read. So that's with respect to the pitch analysis, or rather the pitch preview for today's analysis. Let us get into key matchups. Rashid Khan, who's an amazing leg spinner, probably the world's best T20 bowler at the moment. Him against Rohit Sharma will be a matchup to look out to because Rohit Sharma has not had a great record against Rashid Khan. He's only scored about 23 runs and Rashid has picked him up thrice. So that is a key matchup between these two. And if you look at the other key matchup, Piyush Chawla, I feel, against David Miller, because David Miller has struggled against leg spin, and that will be a matchup to look up to. So how are the teams placed? Mumbai is coming off a loss. GT is coming off a win, albeit a very narrow win, a very scrappy win against LSG. So MI's weakness was blatantly exposed in the previous game against PBKS. Their bowling fell apart. They were in control of the game for large parts of the first innings, for almost 13-14 overs, and then Arjun Tendulkar, who's a rather inexperienced bowler, gave 31 runs in an over, and then after that it just fell apart. They scored 109 runs in the last 6 overs and got a 200 plus total. And they tried chasing. Mumbai's batting, like I said, is it's like a proper batting unit. It's like a Goliath batting unit. But even that Goliath batting unit, even for that, the score that they put up was too much to chase. And Arshdeep had a brilliant last over. He nailed those Yorkers in the last over in back-to-back balls to get Tilak Varma and Vadera. So that has to be addressed. So how are they going to address it? What I read is Riley Meredith is going to come back to the team for today's game. I think they said that he's going to replace one of Archer or Behrendorff. My gut feeling is he'll replace Behrendorff, because even though Behrendorff is a lefty, I think the team will back Archer, because Archer is again a champion bowler. He's a world-class bowler and he hasn't lived up to his name till date. But I'm expecting that he will pitch in today. It will be his day today. Archer and Riley Meredith coming in, that should reinforce their bowling, because the 3 games, here's the stat, the 3 games that MI has won, Meredith has played in all 3 games. The 3 games that MI has lost, Meredith has not played those games. So that shows he could be a lucky charm, but that also shows that he has had a pretty much significant impact on their bowling. Batting, I don't think I have to explain anything about MI's batting. We all saw what Cam Green, Sky last game did in the previous game. Even Rohit had a decent start. He scored 44 in 27 balls. So their batting is clicking. So I don't want to get into too much into that. Let's get into GT. GT is bowling, obviously. Rashid Khan is going to be the trump bowler, and then in the power play it's going to be Shami, and also the likes of Alzari Joseph, Mohit Sharma, who has come who has been consistently bowling well in the past few games for GT. He'll also be a crucial, he'll have a significant impact in today's game as well. And I feel last game they played Noor Ahmed because it was more of a slow track in Lucknow. But I feel Noor Ahmed will be replaced by Josh Little today because the pitch in Ahmedabad is not going to assist leg spin a lot, and they already have a leggy in the likes of Rashid Khan. So I don't think the young leggy Noor Ahmed is going to play today. So I feel he'll be replaced by Josh Little, or they might surprise us and play Sai Kishore, who's a left-arm spinner. So so they have options too. Who am I going to go with? I'm going to go for a bold prediction. I'm going to back MI to beat GT today. The reason is, GT is definitely not an easy team to beat. But if you look at the record last season, GT lost only one game where they didn't chase in the last game, and that was against MI. MI was the only team that successfully defended a total against GT in the previous season. And not just that, I'm not just going by previous season. Obviously, this season the dynamics of the team has changed with the core team and the there have been a lot of few changes in the teams as well. But the reason I'm backing MI is GT, even though they're coming off a win, that win was not very convincing. It kind of exposed a few weaknesses in that GT team. If you look at their batting, the openers Shubman Gill and Saha has gotten them to flyers in most of the cases. But in the event of Gill or Saha not clicking, right, there is a lot of pressure on the likes of the 1 down, 2 down and 3 down, where one of these positions will be Hardik, and he will be forced to play his a more calm role than his natural aggressive role. And the likes of Sai Sudarshan or Vijay Shankar or Abhinav Manohar are a little too experienced, and then there is a huge reliance on David Miller to finish. So it's not exactly a lineup, a batting lineup that will just blow you away like what Punjab did. It is a lineup that could struggle if MI get a few early breakthroughs. So and moreover, last game, even while bowling, LSG got off to a good start. Like if you look at the likes of KL Rahul and Kyle Mayers, they got off to a good start. But then KL Rahul did a classic KL Rahul and bottled the whole game. That's a totally different story. But again, what I'm trying to say here is their bowling can be handled if the batters play sensibly, and the MI batting unit looks like they are in good form right now. So considering all these factors, I am going to go for a bold prediction. I'm going to go for an MI win because this GT team is good, but it's not unbeatable good. It can be beatable, and if there is a team that can beat GT, it is MI.